This is Adventure Public Radio.
Hello, mortals, and welcome to Adventure Public Radio, bringing you stories on the ground from the realm of Midgard. And I'm Terry the Bard. Our last broadcast detailed a series of comical missteps and blunders the likes of which I've yet to see. A rotund, furry bear incapable of withstanding the cold, and an impotent wizard with delusions of grandeur. If not for their mercenaries' ability to swing a knife, they'd surely have been eaten by wolves. Fortunately, they were met with Fulgrim's hospitality, but I'm doubtful that will be enough to protect them from whoever kicked in the door. I'm eager to meet this menace, so let's return to our adventurers.
I'm pretty fresh. Christian already has his phone out. This is impressive.
Sorry. Gabby I said she's getting done work. Should I come over? I said we were playing D&D, but if you want to come over, you can hang upstairs and stuff.
You should say best boyfriend is worst podcaster.
I hate you so much, Jay.
Listen.
Is this a new thing? Is this a Confucius thing that we're starting now?
I heard.
No, I just thought it was a nice pull from... Was it the men's show?
I don't know.
Oh my god, it's just not great.
Oh gosh.
No. We got time, Christian. Please, keep responding. I'll wait.
Zach doesn't have children or anything that he needs to get home to. I'm not driving home after this or anything.
All right, let's do this. I'm ready. You guys were like... I've been ready.
See, we're gonna get that funny bit out of Christian. Won't make her fucking know that.
We just got it.
Look, I've fucking been waiting,
It's
you
okay,
know?
I gotta
I was
cover
just
my
waiting for
Confucius
everyone to
safe
figure
then.
out what was happening.
Yeah, we need to bury that. That seems culturally insensitive in today's world, man.
There's not a lot of respect for Confucius at this table right now. All right. So if you guys remember, last time we were here, the door was kicked in, and now as you're looking through, you can see that there are multiple figures in the background with torches.
What happened to the poor servant that was right by the door?
Oh, he's on the ground. This door slammed open. This poor small dwarf man just falls on the ground and is apparently unconscious.
Oh, Jesus. That's a hard kick.
Yes. This large man kicks in the door, and as he lowers his head and comes in, he stands almost as tall as Bastion. Very hairy and bedraggled, covered with tattering clothes. He does have a small symbol on his chest that you can somewhat see. As he comes in, he kind of leans back and says, "Is this what Steelheart hospitality is like?"
I don't know where you came from, but usually we knock and wait till someone opens the door instead of kicking it in.
He begins to walk in slowly. His footsteps are heavy for his size. You can see that he doesn't hold a weapon or anything. He's just walking in like he owns the place. Kind of walks over to a side table and begins ruffling through some offerings and kind of slams them on the floor.
Or maybe having yourself a beer or something.
Are you offering to give me one?
Of course, I don't know where to keep it, but,
Why don't you find me something? Maybe you can help me out here. As he kind of leans in to you. You can see he's completely bedraggled. He has his hair is very long and black, but it's thick it's completely unwashed and gross.
Sure, maybe you would like a bath while you wait. I mean, I think nothing else would spell out hospitality better than a bath.
Oh, you have jokes. What is a rat doing in the snow? You don't belong up here.
Well, I'll tell you, Zobek was getting a little bit too hot for me.
Oh, so now you're a snow rat, huh? As he kind of comes in and walks along towards the long table looking for something to eat or whatever. He's like, "Fulgrim, I know you're in here."
When the door got kicked in, could Kaarle and I have rolled a perception check to see if it woke us up or something?
Give me a perception check. I'm going to give you disadvantage.
Or whatever check, yeah. You think?
Yeah, I was kind of letting the scene play out, and then I was going to give you
of course.
A fair shot for sure.
That's a perception, you said?
Yeah.
That is... What is my perception?
I rolled a 14.
14?
5.
All right, Kaarle, you don't hear a thing. Bastion, you hear someone yelling. Mm-hmm. You're not really sure what it is yet.
Sure. I think I just sit up. I'm not going to actually make any movements yet.
Sure.
I'm still kind of shit-faced and...
Yeah, for sure. It's only been maybe an hour and a half or two.
Okay.
Yeah, it hasn't been a long time.
Sure. I imagine I have a hard time, like, even gauging how long it's been, right? Like,
Yeah.
I got pretty fucked up.
Yeah, you definitely get not only from blood loss, but
Yeah.
also from a lot. You replaced all of that with ale.
For sure.
So.
For sure. Yeah. So, like I
Definitely.
said, just sitting up, trying to, like, gather myself and see if I can hear what the fuck's happening.
Sure.
And I don't have dark vision, so I don't even know that Syph's gone,
Yeah.
probably.
You can see from your bedside, you can see Syph kind of standing near the long table, and there's a very large man standing over him,
Okay.
kind of looking around for stuff to eat, rummaging through plates and just looking for scraps.
There's beer around, right?
No, you've definitely seen the servants go in the back for ale and whatnot, but as far as you know, yeah, it's somewhere here.
I'm gonna kind of try to go back, and if I can go by anyone, I'm gonna start like trying to like kick people's beds and like get
Okay.
up, get up, get up, get up, but like try to kind of be quiet
Do it
about it.
quietly. You're not saying anything. You're just kicking people. But
Yeah,
you're
like, hey, get up, you get up,
Is he over
you
by
get
us?
up.
No, it seems like he went straight for the table. Like he's not really considering you guys.
yeah.
So wait, there's people. Oh no, I mean, is Syph coming over by us? Is that where?
No, I'm gonna go get beer.
Yeah, he's
but
going
but
towards-
there's people. Am I right in thinking this? There's people all around this longhouse sleeping.
Yes.
Oh.
So I'm
It's
just trying
traditional
to-
like Viking longhouse.
Yeah.
You had people just sleeping basically 20 feet away from the table. It's
Got
not,
it.
So
Okay,
So I'm
okay.
basically going to the back, and I'm like kind of kicking people to wake them up. I'm gonna get 2 cups of beer,
Okay.
two
give
cups,
me-
and a mead jug or whatever. You know.
Give me a stealth check just try to quiet the fact that you're trying to help these people or wake these people up. I could be performance too. It's up to you.
A 10.
Oh, that's rare.
Yeah.
So as you're going
Because
around
Jay touched my dice.
to wake these people up, you can see that some of them are awake and are just frightened and not moving. A couple of the servants haven't gotten up or anything. You know that the main quarters for like Fulgrim and Grimhelda are upstairs because that's where they were before.
Okay.
But as you're making your way around, you could make your way into the back, and it's easy enough to find a barrel with ale in it if you wanted to do so.
Yeah, I would imagine like I'm in the kitchen making noise and trying to like rattle a bunch of stuff around,
Yeah.
try to
Sure.
generate some sound,
All right. So
and then I'll just be like,
Jesus, where are these mead barrels? I can't find them.
Is Kaarle woken up in any of this?
all right. You can give me another one.
All right.
Again with disadvantage, please.
That's a nat one.
So that's a no.
You're more asleep somehow.
You're somehow more asleep.
all right.
So as Syph is rummaging and making a lot of noise, Bastion, what are you doing?
Can I tell that this is kind of a threatening situation?
Oh, it definitely feels threatening,
Yeah.
especially with his non-care for anybody's belongings. You see him
Sure.
rummaging through, pushing plates off to the side. He's not being hospitable at all.
Last episode, I took off all of my chainmail because I was like, trying to get comfortable at the table
Sure.
and stuff like that and not break any chairs. So I'm going to leave that off because I even made a joke about carrying it to the bed and dropping it on along the way. I'm going to leave that off, but I'm going to pick up my shield and warhammer that were by my bed
Okay.
and then try and kind of sneak without disadvantage because I'm not wearing chainmail
This is true.
over kind of in that area, just trying to stay like along the wall.
Okay.
Oh my god, this is so scary.
Give me a stealth check.
Yeah.
A sneaky bear.
I have a very well painted picture of this in my head.
So I rolled a 9, but
higher than average.
higher than average. Still, I've rolled a 9.
Oh, it was funny to see you look through and try to find some hope on that
Yep, nope.
sheet. And it just wasn't there. So with a 9, you get up and you feel like you're being very stealthy and you knock a chair and you see him look to your direction and then just look back and try and like rummage through all the stuff.
Oh, so he just doesn't give a shit.
He doesn't give a shit.
This
Okay,
is a badass.
I just kind of stand up then and like kind of make myself as big as possible and kind of like walk over towards the doorway. I'm not going to say anything right now. Again, I'm not getting super close, but I'm just trying to observe. I kind of want to see what's happening with Christian or with Syph's first.
All right, Syph, what are you doing in the back?
I just find 2 cups, and then I find a mead jug, and then once I find it, I start walking back out. But I was making a bunch of noise trying to alert everyone.
Okay. I'll roll for them real quick. That's a 2 and a 9.
Okay.
Doesn't seem like they're getting up anytime soon.
Cool.
So you come out with these 2 full ale horns, and you see him, like I was explaining to Bastion, he's rummaging through the table looking for scraps. He's kind of grabbing things that were left on the table and eating them very quickly,
Yeah.
like eating all the meat off of them and throwing them on the ground. The people are still outside though. They did not come
They
in.
didn't come in with him?
It's
No.
just the one guy?
It's just the one guy.
Okay,
here.
yeah. I think I get more emboldened then if I just see it's just the one guy. I thought it was like a handful of people. Yeah, I think I kind of just saunter in that room, basically completely naked bear,
Okay.
with shield and hammer in one hand.
But you're
Okay.
already in the room.
Yes.
We were all in the long house.
Yeah, but I imagine I was like, I guess I was much further away.
Yes, you were pretty far away.
I get close enough to him that he can't really ignore that there's a giant person standing
Yeah.
next to him.
He's like chittering and eating this rib, and he throws it on the ground. He's like, "Yeah, I see you over there. You gonna do something? Where's Fulgrim?"
All right. Now, these people are our hosts, man. What the fuck are you doing to our host's goods?
Well, I don't.
Do you have
see...
permission to be in here?
Oh, I knocked. I waited, and nobody answered. And you see him rummaging through again. He finds another piece of meat, and he eats. It's been eaten. It's definitely not something he should be eating, and he's just devouring it.
Are you okay?
I did not expect that from Bastion. I don't know. He looks puzzled that you would ask such a thing. He says, "I'd be much better if I had something to eat. No one is in here. No one's answered my knock." And he's like frustrated, kind of going around.
I put down the shield and hammer, and I walk over to him like, listen, buddy, I got some provisions in my bag. They're better than those scraps.
Hand him over. He kind of like
You got
barks
it, bro.
at you.
Yeah, come on over here, man. Come on.
All right, he comes over there in a weird, kind of sheepish way. You know, I don't think he expected any kind of hospitality from you, and he seems to be looking for your rations.
Yeah, for sure. I take out I have a big old backpack. Again, I think I was kind of like the mule of the group, and
Sure.
yeah, I take out a water skin. Maybe it's a wine skin. I don't know. Whatever I have in there. Some dried meat, and just hand it over. Like, yo, your friends out there need any?
We all need something here for sure. And
I take out everything I have in my bag and put it in his hands.
Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. I think he's kind of taken back by this. At this time, you're coming around the corner holding two ale horns.
Yeah, then I come sauntering up and like, see you, man, Bastion. Time for a little ale.
None for me, brother. I had my fill.
Bastion, there's
Carl,
2
you're awake
cups.
by now.
One for me, one for
Okay,
you.
thank you. Thank you for releasing me from this radio prison. I've just been quiet because, like, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, by now, Carl, with all this conversation, you've come to awake. Okay. Some you can see also, Syph, as you're walking by, some of the servants are sitting up as he's become less violent.
Yeah.
And I do you want a little ale or?
He takes it and drinks it and just drops it. And he seems like he's been very hungry.
I pick up the cup. I mean, all right, listen, we're let's not make a mess if we can help it. All right, here, you know what? Come on over to the table.
Carl walks in on this all confused. Guys, who is this? What's going on here? There's some kind of commotion.
Yeah. So we have some more. Fulgrim has some more guests, and I don't know. They seem real hungry. Can you go wake up Fulgrim for me?
Yeah, I'll go get him.
Or maybe Grimhilda. I'll know if you should go into Fulgrim's quarters. We don't know.
I've got it.
Okay. That way you're still not in the scene.
Like fucking playing me on my yes hands.
Yeah.
Yeah. Listen, I don't think we've been properly introduced.
Yeah.
Hello, my name is Syphilis Pus Bubble, and this here is Bastion Camarata, and the bird person you just saw was Kaarle B-Rex, and your name is?
My name is Egar Longtooth.
Egar.
He sits down with a plop and drinks another ale horn, the other ale horn that was in your hand. He grabs it and quickly scoffs it.
Oh, you're very thirsty, eh?
I've been on the road for a long time, and it's not usually that we have people that will take us in. Since I'm from Vargrek, as he kind of shows his pin thing.
What's the place called?
Vargrek.
Now, if we were to put that into letters, how would?
Yeah, how exactly would that one spell that?
VARGRIKE.
Yeah.
Okay.
Vargrek.
Okay.
When he shows you this pin, it's a blue wolf with a gold background on, like, somewhat of a shield.
That's a pretty sweet emblem.
You think so?
I think it looks pretty cool.
Yeah. You got kind of a wolf motif going on here, brother.
Well,
Are you guys werewolves?
Yeah, I had the same thought. Yeah.
Oh my God, really?
He kind of shakes his head, and I guess it's not hidden very well.
I don't know. I mean, maybe is that why you're like so underdressed?
Yeah, like the folks outside, they're not even wearing, the right kind of clothes for this weather. They ain't no humans who can stand up to that kind of cold.
Our blood runs hot.
Yeah.
Oh man, like how do you change? Is it like full moon, or you just like kind of do it whenever you want?
Do your clothes kind of change as well, or do they get like ripped off so you're perpetually naked? I imagine the clothes costs have to be kind of out of hand.
We don't really consider the clothes. It's more just for you.
Okay.
Oh, so like normally you just dick swinging and everything?
Are there lady werewolves?
There's all kinds of werewolves.
Yeah?
Have you never been?
Dude, you got to explain it to us because it's so cool.
It is cool. Oh, fuck. I did cool.
Do you like black out and wake up in pools of blood?
Yeah.
What do you do?
Like, how much of this do you remember? Like, all right, so how much control, like when you're in the wolf state, does it get all buck wild and you just need to like eat all the blood you can?
It all depends on how it comes about. If I decide that I need to be this way, and I change it. But if it calls from rage or from some sort of action, that's something different.
Oh man, when you came in here, I thought you were just some asshole, but you're so cool.
Yeah, I mean, I completely agree with all of that.
No, dude, like I've never met a werewolf before. Like people just talk about it like werewolves, they're scary, but like you seem pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
I when I was younger, I wanted to become a werebear, but I thought that would be like redundant.
Your kind has werebears. So
Yeah, but I mean, I'm just a bear. It's like even if I were to change, it's basically kind of the same sort of situation.
But now he's the other kind of bear because he's not really wearing clothes.
I am a bear at the moment here.
I understand. You are very strange.
Well, I mean, it's not every day you meet a werewolf, you meet a bunch of werewolves. I mean, I think you guys have a pretty bad rap. I mean, you seem pretty cool.
Yeah. Now here's all right. So here's the thing. I like take it down to a whisper, but I don't know how to whisper my voice. So yeah, here's the thing. Fulgrim really he's a bit of a hunter. Let's not bring up the wolf thing.
Oh, he knows.
Oh fuck.
Can werewolves bite wolves to make them werewolves?
They probably just like have some kind of kinship with them or something.
I believe it's just straight sex that makes them wolves. Big werewolves. Werewolves can have sex with wolves and make them werewolves. Pretty sure.
What?
That is the wildest shit.
I'm totally fucking lying, guys. Come on. Stop.
It's so serious.
Oh my god! I just blew my mind my way.
You guys know
thinking,
by now, like if I say something straight like that,
Yeah.
Jason's kidding, but
Yes.
Zach never does that.
Never. Oh my god.
I figured I'd give it a shot. That rock Joe's world over here. That was fun.
that was like that one time
I
that
thought
you
that
said
was
a centaur had a human penis.
Yeah.
I'm okay to cut back.
Okay.
Cut back to Carl.
I was wondering when I was going to join this episode.
Just trying to get some airtime.
Get out of the corner, Carl. You can join the table now. Sit with the men. Carl, you find your way stumbling up the steps, reliving your past moments, and you can hear them having a gentle conversation with a very weird man. You go upstairs and kind of pull back a burgundy kind of drape, and you can see that there's a large like bed of fur with a dwarf kind of tussled in there. Also, give me a perception check. Do you have dark vision?
I do not.
You do not. All right.
Question: is there any hot dwarf ladies?
Yeah,
in the
I sort
bed?
of assumed there was a bearded dwarf lady.
That's a net one.
Okay, so you don't see very much. No, there are no dwarf ladies in this bed.
Any wolves?
No.
I don't know how weird it gets.
I mean, we're about to find out.
Okay.
As you begin to walk in, you hear a slight growl from the right side of the room.
I kind of. So I'm going to start
Right.
with just hoping he will stir. And
It's more like
Right. Yeah, between his snores, you begin to hear this growl, and it begins to get a little higher pitched, and you see this pile of fur start to form into what looks like a weasel. A very large one, though. We're talking probably about the size of a direwolf size. It's a large creature.
Dire weasel.
But it's
Dire weasel.
it actually has a way better name. It's an albino death weasel.
Oh boy.
Jeez.
You would know from your travels that if you
Rolled a
are
natural
seeing a terrible, yeah, he did. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
That's why this thing is coming in closer. Maybe he would have been able to do something different. Regardless, you would know that these creatures are not to be fucked with. And the fact that he's tamed one is amazing because when they see blood, they just go nuts. So this weasel is kind of like slowly coming towards your way. What do you do?
I'm going to, in the best Fulgrim voice I possibly can, and I'm a Raven folk, so I get advantage on this. I'm going to say,
Good weasel, and give me a roll.
okay, that's 17 plus 1, so 18.
With the flickering candlelight, that's very little in here. You see the weasel kind of turn its head to the side, like confused, coming from you, but the growling stops.
Okay.
And he doesn't approach you anymore. He still seems tense.
All right. I think I might need to rely on my wizard skills. And, yeah, what can I do? I can't.
That's one of the nerdiest sentences I've ever heard. Need to rely on my wizard skills.
Right after that. So where is the weasel?
The weasel is probably about 10 or 15 feet away. The bed
where is he in relation to Fulgrim?
He's off to the right of the bed. He seems like he was laying down on the side.
Okay, here's what I do. I'm gonna say, do you think I can throw my voice? Is that something I can do? Is that a little too much?
I would say I think there's a spell that actually lets you throw your voice.
Okay, you're probably right. All right, let's just hope this works then. I'm gonna say, I guess I don't know his name. I'm just gonna say, come here, in the weasel in Fulgrim's voice.
All right, so
and then
is that all you're saying?
No, I'm gonna mage hand and lift Fulgrim's hand and like do a come here gesture with his hand.
Okay, so
because I don't want to have to fight the weasel. I just want him to wake up, and if the weasel wakes him up, that's ultimately what I want.
Right.
Why not just like use the mage hand and then slap him in the face though?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I'm trying to. I don't know, Joe.
It's a weird situation.
Well, throwing your voice just seems like it'd be really.
And like to what end? Like how many more minutes are we going to
kind of
spend?
cantrips?
I guess
Yeah.
I got
You wake
lost
up
in
a
the
man.
weeds. Gotten lost in the weeds here. Okay. Instead of having to go further, this is what I'm going to do. Instead of having to go further in the room and risk aggravating the weasel, I'm going to just
the albino death weasel.
The albino death weasel. I'm just gonna kind of push on Fulgrim's face, like kind of like, all right, hey, wake up, like
Okay.
I'm not.
Are you saying anything to the weasel at all in Fulgrim's voice?
This
No.
is with Mage Hand, right?
This is Mage Hand. Yeah.
Mage hand. Okay, I'm going to give him advantage on this to wake up, and he does.
Okay.
You are watching this weasel as it slowly starts to creep forward, and you paw at his face with this blue magical hand, and he says, "Oh, bandages? What are you doing?" As he looks at his weasel, and then he sees you at the end of the door. What are you doing in my room?
Fulgrim, there's a man here. There's a situation developing downstairs. I don't think anyone is in danger, but it seems like something you need to address. I'm so sorry to wake you.
No, you're doing the right thing. And he starts to get out of bed, and he kind of like stretches a little bit and puts on his leather garments. And you see him go into the back and kind of grab this large crossbow and sling it over his back. He says, what did he look like? As he kind of pulls his hair back.
He's a large, kind of furry, unkempt man.
He gets kind of startled and begins to run forward. He's like, and his albino death weasel starts to follow behind him as well as you guys come over the balcony. As you do come over this balcony, you can see down at the bottom that they've got him to sit down, and he's eating food with them and drinking and just having a conversation. But at the sight of this man here, Fulgrim begins to pick up a crossbow and levies it towards him.
If I see the crossbow and if he starts to levy it at this guy, I just do whatever I can to stand in the middle.
Oh, never mind.
All right. Okay. You can give me a perception check to see if
Sure.
you'll see this guy.
Yeah, so I rolled a fucking 5 on my perception.
All right, so you don't see
Okay.
this. I will say that maybe your back is to this area.
I think I'm in the middle of a conversation. I'm like,
so when you turn, is it like you turn into a dog, like a big dog, or like you standing up on hind legs, get all furry
Yeah,
and
that's a good
vicious?
question. Well, like, what's the teeth situation like?
He says, sometimes it's different. It's never something I enjoy. And he begins to stand up, and he says and he starts like kind of change a little bit, and he gets a shot towards him.
Whoa.
That's gonna hit him. It's a 15.
oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
All right, he just rolls a 4 for damage. It's not too much. All right, so as you see him stand up and try to show you like how he changes, he gets a bolt actually through his shoulder as Fulgrim has taken a shot from the balcony. Fulgrim yells down, "Oh, what is he doing in this house? Tell him to get out of here."
So I think I take this opportunity to stand up and put myself between them and just kind of put like one hand on the guy and just, Fulgrim, what the fuck are you doing?
You see him now from the top. He has another light lit with him, a lantern, as he's loading another bolt into his crossbow. And he says, "These men are not allowed here, regardless of the honor." And he looks like he's going to aim up again.
I know something about northern hospitality, and I will not fucking stand for this. If you are going to take another shot at him, you're going to have to go fucking through me, man.
All right. Give me a persuasion.
Sure. 14.
14. Your words don't fall on deaf ears. He doesn't shoot, but he doesn't stop looking at him.
Yeah.
He says, Fulgrim says, "Get him out of my house. He's had what he had, right? He's got food. Get him out of here." And as you are standing in front of Egar rips this bolt out of his shoulder without any kind of care. It doesn't even seem like it went as far as it should have. As he looks up at him, he says, "Fulgrim's always been the same. Never let us in, never gave us anything. This was never personal, Fulgrim," as he kind of looks and gestures up towards there. He's like, "I wasn't involved with that." And Fulgrim responds to him, "All of your kind are involved with this. I'm not going to have it in my house," as he's still aiming down at them. You can interject now if you want.
It seems like we're not going to come to any kind of agreement. Can we at least leave peacefully?
Yes, I can leave. You'll give me these rations.
They're all yours, Egar.
And he kind of looks up towards Fulgrim and gives him a longing stare. Longing kind of sounds like
Yeah,
sexy.
he's into him, yeah.
Nah, he's, oh boy.
Ooh, that
Fulgrim.
Fulgrim.
Get up there. He says, "Get them. I have been nothing but kind to you and your
You
men.
have.
Get them out of here."
I tried, Egar.
He says, "Some things don't change," as he turns around.
Do you guys have a history? I said that kind of to everybody. Like,
And he turns around and kind of like smirks like, "Oh, Fulgrim doesn't tell you of his history, you know."
I mean, we only met him tonight, and admittedly, I feel bad. I kind of put myself between you because he's been nothing but kind to us. But
Yes, our people and the Steelhearts have a long history of violence and of hunts.
Yes, I know that he has killed many of werewolves.
Yes.
Probably not cool, considering if they're all like pretty cool like you.
No, I wouldn't call us cool. I wouldn't call us.
I mean, you can turn into a wolf. That's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
That's
I
pretty
mean,
cool.
listen.
Yeah.
I love the Carl from the balcony.
Yeah. It's called Fulgrim like looks at him like, come on.
Fulgrim kind of like puts his hands on his hip like, "Really, motherfucker?"
I mean, differences aside, and it's pretty rad.
Yeah. I mean, we can all agree it's kind of cool to turn into a fucking wolf.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. You know, all this shit aside, it's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool, Fulgrim.
I mean, Fulgrim.
Fulgrim.
Just admit it.
Fulgrim, come on.
Get that son of a bitch out of my house.
That son of a bitch.
I don't know why I did that. Get that son of a bitch out of my... No. Going southern now too. Going southern.
What are you looking for? Some bitch.
Some bitch.
Get that some bitch out of my house.
Get him out of my house.
Well, Fulgrim, I did not take you for a bigot, but seems like you're kind of a big old jerk, doesn't it?
I like lean down as much as I can to say he is still providing us with food and shelter, and we still do owe him a favor.
Oh, is that how it works up here?
We owe him.
No, he's right. I'm just a joke to everybody, right?
Oh, no, excuse me, Fulgrim. You misunderstand.
We're going to walk that back a bit, bud.
I said you're like a big jerk.
Well, not
he comes
much.
hopping off the railing onto this table, slamming down, and all these plates like rustle and stuff. We're just a joke to you, right? You don't know these Vagrakes. You don't know their people and their kind and what they've done to us, done to the people of the North.
Well, does he have your heads on his wall?
That's a fair question.
He might not have our heads on his wall, but he has taken many of our people, taken them home, turned them into their own kind.
Well, listen, why don't we sit down, have a little parley, maybe make up a treatise?
That's actually not a horrible idea. Would you break bread, both of you, over a treaty?
Well, apparently, looks like
Igor's... Hold on, Syph, just hold on. Would both of you sit down over a treaty? You don't take any more of their men, you won't hunt werewolves. At least in this area. It doesn't have to be fucking everywhere.
Now, as DM, this is a very big ask. So
yeah,
I know.
I'm trying to find a peaceful way to do this.
I know.
We could just have them leave, but what are they going to do when they get outside? You know, They could just go rummage somewhere else. Someone else could be violent, and this could just end in bloodshed somewhere else.
That's true.
I'm grasping at any fucking straw I can.
That's fair.
I mean, that's serious.
It is.
He downright hates this guy.
Yeah.
Whoever breaks the treaty first will have the Order of the First Flame to deal with.
Okay, I need you to make a persuasion roll of your life.
Okay. No advantage for that little bit at the end, huh?
It's pretty good.
This is an ask and a half.
4, Zach. An 8 total.
I'm sorry.
Just saying, paladin order to broker the peace.
I mean, that's a lot. I don't know how much you would be able to pull that off, though.
I think I would. Well, not with Michael in charge, but I don't know if he knows that.
Right. He kind of thinks about what you're saying. But just looking at him, it gets him pissed off again. And he's like, I have given you hospitality, and I've asked you only one thing.
All right.
Get him out.
Is that your favor?
Sure. Consider it my favor.
Done. Igor, I'm sorry, brother.
He says, no, thank you. And it seems that not everyone in the North is as bad as it seems.
I wish I could do more.
As he grabs your whole bag, and he says, Fulgrim, till we meet again, as he walks out. And
hold on, wait, just the rations in a bag. I need the rest of the bag. Here you go. Here's a water skin, too. There's some other stuff I need in there.
Okay. Yeah, he's like, oh, well,
yeah.
okay.
Sorry. Okay, here we go.
He hands you back all of the rest of your things
Thank
and
you.
just takes these rations in a bag. And as the door is closing, you can see them all kind of shift and start to begin to grow, and a loud howl comes over as they all go on all fours and begin to run away.
Mm-hmm.
You close the door, and Fulgrim is kind of standing there, and it's like,
I start walking over to where my chainmail is and putting it on.
Okay.
And whatever else I have.
Okay. What are you doing, Kaarle? I'm sorry. I feel like you've been so quiet.
Yeah, no, I haven't really known how to
break in.
My place in this.
Well, I walked
exchange.
away for 2 reasons. One, so it would give you an opportunity to meet out whatever or say whatever you want, and I plan to just leave after this. So,
boy, that was intense. How's everybody feeling?
I love that Kaarle is like happy because he has no hit points missing, and he handled the situation with some smarts. Like he's feeling good. He says, "Yes, this is difficult, and you boys were in a no-win situation. The Steelhearts and Vargreich have been at war forever. They've often tried to come here and break bread, but it's hard to put the past in the past.
Well, Fulgrim, I guess no one's gonna sleep anytime soon, so maybe we sit down, have a couple more drinks, you tell us that story. Because I think we need an explanation, because I got to say, you're breaking honor, not very cool, and you kind of embarrassed yourself in front of your guests.
Is that how you see it?
Well, I don't know the full story.
Kaarle lets out an awkward cough. Not really believing his ears.
I'm sorry, guys. Am I in the wrong here? Was that the coolest thing that you could have done?
You
shoot the guy, maybe ask him first before you shoot him. Boy, Syph, you are not from the north. All right, Fulgrim, please disregard what he just said. We would like to hear the story, and then I think it's probably best if we rest here for a little while, get as much sleep as we can, and then be on our way in the morning.
Or maybe we can just leave.
Is that agreeable? You can leave. I'll be sleeping here. I have a hangover to sleep on. I know you won the drinking contest, but I will be sleeping here.
Fulgrim sits at the table and says, the Steelheart clan, we hail from the Isle of Berserkers. We made lots of money on the pelts of werewolves. My father, Vargas, and I, we were legends. Nothing ever escaped us. Until one night when we were hunting outside the den of Fenris. I was put on watch. I was young, and I was cocky. I decided it'd be fine if I went to sleep a little bit earlier than my shift. And I regret that to this day. I woke to find my father. He was torn to pieces. I was the only one left in our hunting party. The others have been taken away, most likely turned into the things that we hunted. It's a heavy shame, a shame that I wear every day. And at this point is when you see this tattoo on his face that he points to. And none of you read Dwarven?
No.
Okay. Yeah. He looks sullen and he says, well, I understand that perhaps our feud is not normal to others, but the Vargreich have never been good people, and I'm sorry to put you in a spot like that.
Listen, I am very, very, very sorry about your father, but the story you just told me sounds like you hunt these werewolves and kill them with no provocation. That doesn't sound like you're a very good person to me.
You understand that this was not done blatantly or without thought. This was done for revenge for the people of other colonies. From Stanisgrad to Thirststrike, all these people have been taken and brought into their dens, made into what they hunt.
So you're saying they would pillage you, you pillage them. They'd take your own members, make them into little dwarf werewolves. Is that what you're saying to me?
If they were lucky. If they weren't food.
I think it's
listen.
I think it's more complicated than you're making it out to be. Syph, this is a cycle of violence, and cycles of violence are very difficult to break.
No. I catch what you're saying. I just feel like it's very different than in, like, Zolbeck.
It is certainly not Zolbeck.
Yes, I wouldn't say it's more civilized, but we don't got werewolves and pillaging groups running around. I mean, we got rat kings and some nefarious people, but
when a cycle of violence like this hasn't started, there's, it's only perpetuated because it's already started.
In the north, we have feuds. I mean, families that are at war with each other forever.
Well, we do have them in Zolbeck. I mean, that rat king. Oh, if I ever see that rat king again, I will
Yeah, see, you should probably be nicer to him. He's probably a good guy. Maybe have an ale horn with you.
Fulgrim, I see what you're doing here. I see it.
Listen,
maybe I don't understand your ways. I mean, you know, the Rat King, he's a real fucking piece of shit.
Sure, yes. Sure, he's much worse than a clan of murderous wolves that, ravage the land and sequester people.
I mean, he's a piece of shit. But that man, he came in here. I mean, if he wanted to, he could pillage the whole place while you were sleeping, kill every one of you. Didn't do that.
You have a point, but you understand that this... I can't have it be here. It's too much on me. I have to honor those who have fallen.
I mean, this is your house. You do what you please.
Thank you.
This isn't really my business. I'm sorry for speaking up. It's really hard for me to apologize.
I do not
sometimes.
believe you at all.
No, I'm being dead serious.
I don't really think that you are. I think
Fulgrim, look into my rat eyes.
I'm looking.
Syphilis buzz bubble.
I gotta say, the way you say that with that accent is perfect.
Yeah, it's very good.
Syphilis buzz bubble, am truly okay, that's a little rubbed in, but I am sorry.
Okay.
I overstepped my bounds. Us rat people, we get a little bit fired up. We start shooting off at the mouth.
We dwarves, we understand that, and it's fine. Listen, it's complicated. Obviously, we all do things that we don't actually want to do, but I will not have a man who is supporting a people like the Vargreich and in my place. You understand?
I understand. Your house, your rules. I understand what it's like to have short people blood. We get very fired up, especially with tall people.
This is very true.
But
listen, don't bring a troll in here. Oh, you want to see me flip out? Bring a troll in here.
Yeah, they take shits bigger than us. It's ridiculous.
All right, you two. This is all very kumbaya and all that, but I'm gonna retire for the evening. I'm fucking exhausted.
Thank you, Kaarle, and
Yes.
thank you for being nice to Bandages.
Yes, he seems like a sweet weasel.
No, he's terrible.
Oh boy, like terrible to you. He's not a good pet.
It's taken a long time to teach him the ways of the hunter, but he's come along.
That's good to hear.
I wouldn't turn my back on him though.
I look forward to seeing him again.
Well, listen, can we just admit one thing? And I know you didn't want to admit it earlier because it was like you didn't want to lose face, but you can tell me turning into a werewolf is pretty cool.
Oh my God, what are you doing? Sure, yeah, it's cool.
It is pretty cool.
Don't tell anybody that I said that. Okay, I'm going to bed and then.
Hey, your secret is safe with me.
God
Hey,
damn it.
Yo, servant, you hear that Fulgrim thinks it's pretty cool turning into a werewolf? No.
God damn it,
Harry doesn't
Bastion.
like to make toys.
Fulgrim retires to his room, followed behind by Bandages, and
Good
such a
night,
good
Fulgrim.
name.
Good
Yeah,
night,
that's excellent.
Bandages.
I thought it was so funny when you came in asking for Bandages, because I literally wrote down
God.
that this ferret was named, this
Yeah.
albino death weasel was named Bandages.
That's so funny.
Yeah, it's great. It'd have been really funny if I just sent this albino
Yeah.
death weasel
Are you sure you want bandages?
She has earned her name.
Oh my god, that's funny. I didn't pick up on that.
So you guys go. I imagine you're going to sleep, Syph. You're not staying awake, right?
I mean, I'm pretty awake right now. I mean, I got my blood running. I got woken up in the middle of the night. I think I'm staying up a little bit.
I mean,
Okay.
above the table, I'm full up on everything, so I don't actually need the rest. I just figured for narrative reasons. maybe.
Narrative reasons. Yeah.
I feel like I would probably want to talk to Bastion
Okay.
about the things that transpired. He seemed a little pissed off about it.
Bastion, you are putting on your armor.
Yeah. my plan was to leave.
So I'm gonna walk over to where Bastion is.
You see him, he's looks like he's hastily putting on armor.
And you just hear like clank, 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 clank,
Yeah.
clank,
Hey,
clank. And I drop my shield, just
Yeah.
Hey, listen, big guy. What's up?
that guy's a fucking asshole, man. I just want to make fucking peace. What happens if those fucking werewolves go out there and fucking eat another person in town? It all could have been fucking solved right now.
Well, to be fair, I think most of the people are in the longhouse. But yeah, I didn't really enjoy it either. But listen, he told us a story, and it seems like both sides are at fault. They killed them people. They killed their people. Somewhere, Fulgrim's father died. Got eaten by a werewolf.
Still, man, like the fucking violent. Why?
I think this is a man whose life and way of thinking has been shaped very sharply by particular events, and he has these people that he is responsible for, and he doesn't feel as though he has the luxury of principles the way you or I might.
I just don't feel good about staying in his house after all that.
Yeah, he's kind of an asshole for not trying to broker the peace, but
I think I might have let my temper get in the way. Like, where are we even supposed to go at this time of night?
Yeah, Bastion, listen. Sometimes it's okay to use people for things, even if you don't like them. Like, the Rat King, I don't really like him, but I took advantage of him sometimes, and, he didn't like me, he took advantage of me.
I mean,
Like what I'm saying is, like, Fulgrim, like, he was pretty cool for us for a little bit, but I would say kind of a dick back there. But we can use them for these warm beds, these furs to keep us warm, and during daylight we can skedaddle. But we don't want to go out there. I mean, you almost caught the cold yourself with those wolves.
you're not wrong, man. All right.
I mean, listen, you don't have to like the guy, but you can sleep in his bed.
All right, you've convinced me, man. And thank you. If I went out there, I'd probably fucking freeze to death.
I know, your fur is not as thick as I thought it would be for a bear.
It didn't do great on the way here.
All right,
we can leave the minute the sun comes up.
Thank you. All right, I appreciate you talking some sense into me.
Yeah.
All right.
And we go to sleep.
Star wipe to morning.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone
Smash cut.
finds their way to bed.
We're having orange juice.
Oh man.
That's perfect. That's perfect. We can start the morning by all Bastion here is this.
Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey.
There's eggs and bacon.
Yeah, bet you like Fulgrim now, don't you?
It's a fresh Florida orange juice.
Where's Florida? Is that in the north?
Where's the South?
It's called the Southland.
What's the most piece of shit South area?
What's the shitty southern swampland in this world?
Yeah.
Pull out the book.
It's also Florida. Oh,
Yeah.
who knew?
There's a dick-shaped piece of land called Florida right in the middle here.
Right in the middle of Midgard, right next to fucking some kind of wacky ass fucking tree or something.
You guys wake up to some light streaming through the building. You can see the place more clearly now. Before it was just like a hearth that was lit and kind of gave a background of light. Now you can see that there are many trophies in this room, not just werewolves, but other big creatures that have been hunted. You could see some servants are kind of puzzled by why there's all kinds of shit all over the floor.
Oh, you're right.
And, are quickly not asking why, but just picking things up, and it seems to be carting them away.
I walk out to where the table is, and is the Fulgrim in there?
Fulgrim's not at the table yet. No,
Okay.
he doesn't seem to be
What
there.
about Grimhelda?
Grimhelda is down there. And she is actually wearing not full plate, like half plate. And she has a like large shield on her back and an axe across it. She's like, what happened last night?
Yeah,
How did I not wake up at all?
Yeah, there was a gang of werewolves.
What?
Don't worry about it. Anywho, thank you for hospitality. I fulfilled my duty, my northern duty to pay back a favor last night with the whole werewolf situation. Thank you. Take care. And I just walk out.
Bastion, you gonna eat anything?
Wait.
No.
Bastion,
I leave.
We're supposed to.
You're gonna need your fucking strength. You nearly died on the way here.
Bring me some. I also gave away all my rations. Grab as much shit as you can.
Yes. Grimhilda's like, that's exactly what Grimhilda was going to say, even though she wouldn't know it.
Yeah.
So what are you guys doing?
If they got muffins, give me like as many as you can. I'm a bear.
Muffins are for people who stay.
I walk back
Carl,
and get a muffin.
Syph.
I walk back, I open up my bag, I look her in the eyes, and just push all of the muffins into my bag. And then I walk out.
Well, apparently, Bastion's taking all the muffins. Syph, Carl, please, if you need
I come
anything
back.
before
I'm sorry,
you go.
was that rude? Should I leave some muffins?
Oh, no. Yeah, it was perfectly fine.
What's her
Of
name?
course, that was rude.
Here's one.
Why did I eat 12 muffins? I didn't even want one muffin.
He's just eating the muffin tops.
It's a...
He's leaving the bottoms.
Throwing away the...
Try to give them to the poor, but they don't want them.
I'm gonna give these to a bunch of werewolves.
Where are they?
This is a fantasy. This is a fantasy Seinfeld episode.
Okay, all right. I steal the muffins and I leave.
Okay. She looks kind of baffled at you guys and says, do you want to fill up your bags with baked goods and leave too?
Well,
Are any of the windows open?
Yeah.
Is there any fantasy coffee? I put my hand like an empty water skid in.
Sure. And she calls to a servant and going to get something hot for you.
Thank you. I'm sorry for being rude. And then I'm done now. Sorry.
we are going to grab some food and leave, but I would like to make a note that we are very thankful for your hospitality.
I see. Thank you, Carl. And
We don't mean to dine and dash, but we do need to be on our way.
I see. And thank you for protecting Fulgrim last night. That's usually my duty. I don't know how I didn't wake up. Probably because the DM's an idiot and he forgot to roll for her again.
yes, there might have been all the alcohol everyone was drinking.
This is true. Syph, did you find everything accommodating?
Well, I made a little rat nest on the bed. I slept like an angel. The bacon was great. The night was a little rough, with the werewolf, Fulgrim. They don't really like each other. I mean, that shit sounds
Certainly.
pretty crazy.
It's common for the Steelheart clan, of course.
Hey, tradition, don't let me stop you.
Yes. Well, if you need anything, I'm here for you.
Much appreciated.
You've been a sweet, sweet angel.
I'm not that sweet, Syph, and she kind of winks at you.
Oh shit! Stiff's gonna fuck that lady.
You guys gonna fuck over there?
Hey, shut your mouth.
All right. So are we done with the longhouse act?
Yeah. You guys grabbed your various baked goods, and I will say you guys have like 3 days worth of rations from what you grabbed and kind of were able to keep. Outside, you see Bastion, and he has unwrapped his 6th muffin and has eaten most of them.
Don't speak for me, Zach. I'm at least on number 10. Like
Fair enough. Bastion is just
stress eating outside.
Yeah, stress eating. Like those people who eat marshmallows and just keep pushing them in their mouth. You know what I mean?
I'm sitting on the ground, like crisscross applesauce, eating them on my shield. Like I'm using that as a big plate.
Yeah, you're a cultured bear. Yeah, so you see Syph and Kaarle walk up, and they have bags that look like they're full of food and ready to go.
All right.
Well, look like you handled that perfectly.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not super proud of the things I said and did, but here we are.
It's okay. You handled yourself pretty well half the time.
Thank you. I'll take what I can get. Carl, thank you for being the only adult in the room.
It's kind of what I do.
Yeah, I appreciate that, buddy. All right, so are we going to see that fucking witch, or are we just going to deuce it out of here and try to get up to the Gloaming Crag?
I think I had enough of dwarfs for one day, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, what does the witch have in store for us? What would be our benefit of doing that?
So if you remember that old blind guy who I fed some food last time,
Yes.
he said if we go see this witch, she could tell us where Ludwig is, but we can't look her in the eyes, and we'll probably have to give her blood, and who knows what that bitch is going to do with the blood. I'm sorry I called her a bitch.
I mean, I could just use my familiar to interact with her. I mean, I could speak or we could speak to her as I look at her through my familiar. I don't imagine that would be a problem.
Oh yeah, no, the not looking part's not too hard. I mean, I'll just put my helmet in front of my face. But the problem is, what's she gonna do with this blood? Should we just talk to her?
Listen, I don't think we... let's go do what we're supposed to do, okay?
Yeah.
Go find honey paws and then be on our way.
All right, you got it, man.
Alrighty. Yeah, I guess I'm okay with that.
All right. DM, how long would the travel be from here to Gloaming Crag?
All right. So, in general terms, you're looking at about 2 days.
Okay. And do we know if there's any more villages along the way?
No. I mean, most of the path you've been taking hasn't been tracked before. You're not on a beaten path snow anymore.
Wait, so there's no roads from this village to a major city, Gloaming Crag, where the king of the fucking yeah, okay.
What is a king? It's Gloaming Crag's like
well,
a town.
that's where like old Honeypaws, who's like the king of the bears, is.
Yeah, you know that it sits at the foot of the reaching mountains. You're right, Joe. There is somewhat of a path, okay? But whether you stay on that path or not, I'm going to make you make survival checks.
Well, and like you said, we can't be out overnight.
Right. It's going to be difficult.
Like, why did we come this way?
I mean, there's really no better way to do it. This is just the North, man. You got to fucking do it.
We're gonna have to make like a
shelter.
as much of a straight shot, and then make a shelter. Maybe we got to figure out a way to do that. Like some way we're not gonna fucking
no way
die.
we can buy a fucking horse, right?
I think our better bet is to just I mean, we're not near a place we could buy a horse. I think our best bet is just hoof it as fast as we can, and like burrow in the snow when we like find a good snowdrift somewhere and sleep there overnight.
Is there any kind of store? Any sort of anything?
There are. I mean, most people here will trade you for things.
Okay.
It's a thing of the North to trade.
Okay. I mean, just
getting a couple axes and stuff wouldn't be too hard if you wanted
axes and like some canvas, maybe.
We can say that you got that from Grimhelda.
Okay.
Like, we don't have to role play that out.
Sure.
That's
okay.
Fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So what are you getting?
Axes, some canvas. Just that way we can at least like try and make a fire and then have something to stop the wind. I guess.
Okay.
Yeah. I say like we should take we're gonna burn a fuck ton of calories. I say we take as much food as we can.
Jack said we have 3 days of rations.
Yeah, that's 2 plus your 1. So you should be all right.
Yeah, that's fine.
So you guys have enjoyed your muffins and are ready to set off on this adventure. So this is where we're going to use our travel system for this.
The travel hazards thing where we write up a card or some shit.
Right. Yeah. There's boons, there's encounters, there's all kinds of stuff that can happen. Some of them good, some of them bad. But we're going to go ahead and take a roll off. First off, who is going to be leading this trek into the wilderness?
I think my survival's dicks. What's yours at? Syph.
+2.
Yeah. Carl?
That was awfully dry delivery of that.
+2. Zombie, she's +2.
Mine's just +1. I think for the purpose of so
you're a fucking bear, dog.
Yeah,
you're from the Northlands.
You're a big
dog.
You're a big windscreen, and so we should probably just be.
I'm gonna have to roll for something though.
Behind the wind of
It
wherever.
doesn't matter. You're the bear, and you're in the Northlands. You're from the Northlands. You're in charge right now.
Okay, so everyone wants to re-roll character, so I'll roll for the sec.
Yeah, that sounds fun to me.
Okay. Survival check, right?
Yes, survival check.
A 20. A 19 plus 1. Unbelievable.
Oh, wow.
After all that build up. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, right? That's excellent.
There you go, Joe. That's officially the highest roll that you ever done.
No, I got a 20 to kill a wolf last time.
So this is where we're going to use our encounters and boons mechanic for travel. I'm going to ask you to roll a d10, please.
Sure. That was a 10.
All right. Well, a 10 or a 1 gets you a card, and I would like you to draw this and just hand it back to me, and don't look at it, and I'll be watching you.
Don't look at it, Joe.
I'm facing the other way, and I threw it at Zach.
Oh my god. That landed on the wrong side of the DM screen.
It's in the middle of the table.
Oh, sorry. Oh, wait. No, I got it. No, I got it. Guys. I got it.
Oh, this is good. All right. So as you guys are walking along, you're taking in the sights. You're not seeing a whole lot of people or anything. You're not even finding other people on this road. It seems that in this time of year, it's rare for people probably to go to Gloaming Crag since it's kind of in the middle of the winter. So you walk most of the day, and now the sun's starting to come down on the other side. You are walking along, and I would like you to make a perception check.
All of us?
Yes, please.
Okay. It's a 10.
14.
11.
Carl, with your fancy bird ears. Oh, by the way, do you have Percival out?
I did mean.
I would
to
imagine
you probably would have. Like anytime we're traveling.
We'll say he's out. Yeah.
All right, Percival's on your shoulder.
Hold on, I think we need the command word.
Percival, do this, guys.
There we go. Thank you.
Perfect.
Did you say Percival, do these guys?
To the skies.
No, I heard what Christian
Do these guys.
Do these guys.
Percival, do these guys.
Yeah, Percival, get down to it. Yeah.
So I imagine as you're walking, you'll probably stop and like take a look or whatever. You start to hear grunts and growls from off in the distance over top of this hill.
Mm-hmm. Percival to the skies.
You gonna ward up? Or
Yeah,
warg
well,
up?
I'm gonna send him up to try and see over the hill.
Sure.
See what's going on. Yeah, I'm gonna, as an action, view through him.
Okay. Give me a perception check from him.
Okay.
He has advantage because it's based on sight or hearing, right?
Right.
Mhm.
That's a 12. That's a 7. I'll take that 12.
So you hearing these sounds go still and your eyes roll in the back of your head. The snow is kind of falling around you as you find your bearing in the sky all of a sudden, and you look down and you can see that there are a group of green humanoids being attacked by what seems to be a very large bear.
Huh. All right. I guess I can still talk while I'm.
Yeah, you can still talk.
Yeah.
And also, these group of humanoids are like out of a caravan. Like there is a caravan there, and they have hopped out and are being attacked by this bear.
Okay. Syph, Bastion, just over this hill. There's people. I should be quiet. There's people on the other side. Real quick, I'm closing my eyes as like a.
I love it.
Yeah, like I did that instinctively, and then I hit my nose against the
mic,
and it startled me. It totally threw off my.
That's so good.
I liked it. It was like character acting.
Yeah, you really did your Stevie Wonder there.
Yeah,
it was good.
and I don't. I just.
It was great.
Okay.
Method acting, I mean.
Guys, there's some people being attacked by a bear over the hill. I think we should at least get a little closer and see what's going
Or
on.
maybe it's the bear being attacked. We don't know.
Yeah,
in this
I doubt
situation.
it's the bear.
But,
These guys seem pretty bad off. They're. Oh god. Oh no. Oh guys, we gotta get over and help these guys.
All right. Yeah. You got it, man.
Wait a minute.
No, somebody's being attacked, man.
Listen, we've been meddling in people's affairs all day long. I think maybe,
Are we just gonna let somebody die out here?
I mean, we don't know the situation. Maybe their family goes way, way back, and they've been killing each other for years and years and years.
This is just a regular bear. This is a bear marauding a group of travelers.
I don't know that we should, blaspheme the name of bears in general.
I don't know what you think I'm implying. There's a bear that seems to be...
Not all bears are aggressive, okay?
This bear is currently, while we argue, is murdering people.
Like maybe he's about to be murdered by those green people.
Listen, the sun's about to
Did
go
you say
down.
they were green? I don't know if you said they were
Kaarle
green.
isn't racist. He has a bear friend.
Fair.
He has one bear friend.
Yeah. A lot of my friend is bear.
Bastion, we go way back.
Yes.
We go back a little ways.
Yeah.
I don't have anything in particular against bears. What are we doing? There's people dying on the other side of this hill. We need
I
to get
don't
over
know.
there right now.
I've heard bears are very aggressive, not to trust them.
Well, I'm gonna root and toot my way in there right now, and I'm gonna start helping these people. You guys can come with me if you want.
Oh no!
All right, listen. I just have one more question. Did you say rootin' tootin'?
In the heat of the moment, I said root and toot. Yes.
Yeah, I am.
Because this is ridiculous. I can't believe we're still having this conversation. Well, let's go. I get.
Oh, Jesus Christ, man! What the hell?
Yeah, like he's way more high-strung than usual.
Jesus,
I mean, I guess we follow him, yeah. And we can't let him die. It's my dude.
I mean, but honey balls, and I just, God damn it!
As you guys get done arguing and Kaarle is off in a huff over the hill, Kaarle, you see this inky hulk of a beast, and you thought it was a regular bear. This bear has antlers and is mauling these trolls into the ground, ripping them limb from limb. And next week we'll roll for initiative.
Oh, fuck. All right.
Wait a minute. We're going to save trolls, bro?
Yeah.
From a barrelope?
Yeah, but we could be going to save the bear. We still aren't sure who's the aggressor in the situation.
Thank you for listening to Adventure Public Radio. We would like to thank Kevin MacLeod from Incompetech.com and Michael from Game Chops for allowing us to use their music in this episode. Music is licensed under Creative Commons. Now here's a clip that didn't make the take.
Like, he'd never just, hurt an innocent person. Yeah, but he's quick to crush a man's testicles if he thinks he has information he needs.
Sometimes you gotta milk a man for all he's got.
Yeah. Whew.
That was rough.